Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video, this time of Spider-Man pre-release. Hello. Alright, so thanks everyone for joining us again on this new video. It's been a while since I last posted. I did post two play boosters of Edge of Eternities a couple of weeks back. And well, for our bonus round, we do have a Edge of Eternities promo pack that I'll open at the end. So it's pre-release weekend for Spider-Man, and I picked up a pre-release kit, which came with an additional play booster, and this we will open today. So to be honest, I wasn't planning to get this product. I'm thinking that over the last couple of sets, it's been too expensive, and really it's the Universes Beyond sets that have been fueling this increase in cost. And while I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, I did read a lot of it growing up. And my favorite really was the Carnage arc around that time. I think it was Amazing Spider-Man. I don't remember now too many titles. But yeah, I actually have a little bit of knowledge of the Spider-Man lore from the comics. And I'm interested what this looks like in Magic. Not big fan of this joining the sort of Magic universe, but still, let's see. I'll keep my mind open, and let's see if the designs of this set will come out pretty good. So I'll take my time with this. Anyway, these are just 6 packs with display boosters, so 7. And I have not researched or read much about this particular product, and I'm just wondering if we'll be able to spot some good spicy cards coming from this review. All right, so let's get right to it. We'll open this PR kit and see if we get any good ones. All right, so first off, we take a look at the box. There's a nice graphic insert here of Spider-Man, and we have some cutout inserts there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I would use that. I'll keep these Spider-Man sort of face tokens. If you recall in the comics, right, these are one of the logos there in the front of the comic. So these are basically 1/1 counters, the other side being Spider-Man there. And yeah, there's a Green Goblin in there, if you can see it. But I won't get into it now. And so let's just move on to the PR kit itself. So we have 6 play boosters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have number 7 right here. Comes with the spin down counter. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We'll put that over here. And we have a special card. We'll get to it at the end. The pre-release. And we have a cardboard sort of art card divider thing. And again, we have the usual insert on pre-release. So there you go. Okay, so putting that aside, let's get to the unboxing. So why don't we start off with the loose play booster that I picked up as part of the promo. And let's see. Let's try to enjoy this unboxing. So this is Japanese. So let's just do it this way. Yeah. Okay, we'll take our time with this. Okay, this is Daily Bugle Reporters for the common. Forticast, Human Citizen 2/3. When it enters, choose 1. Puff Piece. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Investigative Journalism. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Nice for Pauper. So we'll put that over here in the common pile. Next would be Electro's Bolt. So Electro being one of the main villains of the Spider-Man universe. Okay. Nothing special there. Spider-Man Webslinger. So we have a common legendary creature. So honestly, I don't remember how many common legendaries there are, but certainly this would be an interesting take of Spider-Man. So 3 to cast Spider Human Hero, 2 in a white web slinging with 1 white. So you may cast this spell for white if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Oh, okay. Interesting. Next up would be Subway Train. All right. So stuff about New York City. So 2 to cast artifact vehicle 3/1. When it enters, you may pay green. If you do, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put in your hand. And then you can crew for 2. Okay. Spider Islanders. What's this? I don't really understand what this is, but it's a 4 to cast Spider Horror Citizen. 4/3 with Mayhem for 1 in red. You may cast this card from your graveyard for 1 in red. If you discarded it this turn, timing rules still apply. Okay. So that's what Mayhem is. Mysterio's Phantasm is a 2 to cast illusion villain, 1/3 with flying and vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. Okay. Cool. Next, we have Inner Demons Gangsters, 4 to cast human rogue villain, 3/4. Discard a card. This creature gets 1/0 and gains Menace until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. And then Shock, that we know. Okay, for the uncommons, we have a legendary spider. So this is Sun Spider Nimble Webber. So 3 in a hybrid Azorius. Legendary creature, spider, human hero. During your turn, Sun Spider has flying. When Sun Spider enters, search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So I'm not very familiar with this particular take of Spider-Man. Maybe it came out in one of the, in the comics in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. But okay, interesting. So I'll put that over there, uncommon pile. Next would be Supportive Parents. So that would be, so this is Miles Morales apparently. So 3 to cast Human Citizen. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay, nice. And next would be Alien Symbiosis. So a 2 to cast Enchantment Aura in black. Enchanted creature gets 1/1, has Menace, and is a symbiote in addition to its other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to its other costs. So, okay. Next, we have, for our rare, we have Kraven's Last Hunt. So this is an enchantment saga for 4, 3 in the green. Mill 5 cards when you do. The saga deals damage equal to the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard to target creature. Okay, that's a removal there. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn for the second lore counter. And then third lore counter is return target creature card from graveyard to your hand. Okay, nice. So we'll put that rare over here. And we have a foil. Oops, sorry. This is a Angry Rabble. 2 to cast, Human Citizen, 2/2. Trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. I think there might be some uses there. And we have a land which is Ominous Asylum. Okay, so we'll put the land over here. And token Treasure Spider. Okay, so let's move on to the next pack. So this one is from the PR kit itself, which I think made in the US, so it doesn't have the slit. Let me just check. What is this? Manufactured by, okay, made in the USA. All right, so here we go. So I think good stuff here would be in the back. All right, so we have a common legendary creature, dinosaur villain, Stegron the Dinosaur Man. I'm not familiar with this particular villain. So 5 to cast in red, 5/4 Menace, dinosaur villain, and has dinosaur formula. Pay 2, discard this card until end of turn. Target creature you control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other types. Okay, good for my dino deck if I would be using that. Kapow. Okay, 3 to cast green sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature and opponent controls. Okay. Next would be Swarm, Being of Bees. It's a legendary creature, common. 3 to cast, insect villain, flash flying with mayhem black, 2/2. Okay, Starling Aerial Ally. So this is another legendary creature. 5 to cast human hero. 4 in a white. 3/4 flying. When Starling enters, another target creature control gains flying until end of turn. And then we have a Doc Ox Henchman. 3 to cast human villain. 2/1 flash. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Okay, and then we have an artifact here for 5. It's the Steel Wrecking Ball. When this artifact enters, deals 5 damage to target creature, and then pay 2, discard, destroy target artifact. And then Lurking Lizards. Lizard Villain, 2 to cast. Trample, 1/3. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Skyward Spider. So hybrid white-blue. Creature, spider, human hero. With Ward 2, this creature has flying as long as it's modified. Okay, and it's a 2/2. A lot of humans here. Okay, so for the uncommons, we have Shocker Unshakable, which is a legendary creature. So 6 to cast, 4 in red, human rogue villain. During your turn, Shocker has first strike. And Vibro Shock Gauntlets. When Shocker enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Okay. Next, we have Living Brain, Mechanical Marvel. Okay, I'm not also familiar with this. Maybe this might be one of the older villains in Spider-Man based on the design of this particular robot. So 4 to cast, legendary artifact creature, robot villain. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equivalent artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. Untap it. All right. Ooh, okay, we have some full art action happening here. We have, what is this? SP Dr. DR Spider, piloted by Penny. Okay, so I guess this was in the Miles Morales Spider-Man anime, but I think this might also be in the comic, not sure. So 3 white and blue for a legendary artifact creature, Spider Hero, with Vigilance. When Spider enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to the player, draw a card. Okay, nice uncommon there. So nice to see a full art uncommon. Okay, for the rare, we have a Morlun, Devourer of Spiders. So it's an X-black vampire villain that is legendary. Has lifelink, enters with X/1/1 counters, and when he enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. Oh, okay, I think that's pretty cool. It's a cool card design. Okay, and then for the foil, we have a Mechanical Mobster, 3 to cast, human robot villain, 2/1. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Target creature you control connives. Okay, and then we have a land and a token. Okay, nothing spicy so far. From a card design perspective, nothing pops out either. But again, I have not really researched these cards, so on first blush, I'm not very sure if there's anything spicy yet that's come up. But please let me know in the comments. Okay, so we have Spider-Gwen, Free Spirit, legendary Spider-Human Hero. Okay, so yeah. Grow Extra Arms. So it's 1 in a green instant. This spell costs 1 less if targets a spider. Target creature gets 4/4 until end of turn. Risky Research, which is Doc Ock over there. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. Okay, that's pretty good. Daily Bugle Reporters. Passenger Ferry, which is an iconic scene in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. But I think this might be in the Miles Morales thing too. Not too sure. Okay, so 3 to cast Artifact Vehicle. Whenever this vehicle attacks, may pay blue. When you do another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. Crew 2 for 3. We have a land, Vibrant Landscape, which looks like Manhattan to me. And then Spider-Man No More. So 1 in a blue, Enchantment Aura, Enchant Creature. Enchant Creature is a citizen with base power toughness 1/1. It has Defender and loses all other abilities. To start the uncommons, we have Daily Bugle Building. Tap for a colorless. Pay 1, tap, add 1 mana of any color. And Smear Campaign. Pay 1, tap, legendary creature gains Minache until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, we have the Vulture in the original, I would say, costume. 5 and a hybrid blue and black. Legendary creature, human, artificer, villain. 4/6 with flying. Whenever Vulture attacks other villains you control, gain flying until end of turn. Molten Man, Inferno Incarnate. So it's a 2 in the red, legendary creature, elemental villain. When it enters, search your library for a basic mountain card, put into the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So this is a ramp in red. That's interesting. Molten Man gets 1/1 for each mountain you control. When Molten Man leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Oh, okay. So there's a drawback there. So it gets 1/1 for each mountain you control. Okay, so we have our first rare here, which is Electro Assaulting Battery. So it's 1 red for a legendary human villain, 2/3 and flying. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, add red. Ooh, I'm liking that. When Electro leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, he deals X damage to target player. Okay, this one I like. This is a good design. I'm liking that. Okay, so this is double rare pack. And for the second rare, we get a Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel. Nice. Okay, so we get 2 sort of arch villains here of Spider-Man. So 1 green, legendary creature, sand elemental villain, with star as power and toughness. Sandman's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And then you can pay 5. Return this card and target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield, tap. Nice. So it also works for landfall triggers by bringing in the land with you. Nice. Okay. And for the foil, we have a common, nice looking foil though, Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary, 4 and a green, legendary creature, Spider-Human hero, web slinging for 3. You may cast a spell for 2 and green if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. When Spider-Man enters, search your library for a basic land card, put in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Okay, and then we have a full art land, which is nice, and a spider token. Okay, we are now on pack number 4. And let's see what we get here. Okay, so we have a Wild Pack Squad, 3 to cast Human Mercenary, 2/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Up to 1 target creature gains first strike and vigilance until the end of the turn. Okay. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. So Doc Ock is a 4 in the blue, legendary human scientist villain, 4/5. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock has base power and toughness 8/8. So as long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a common legendary. Okay, Taxi Driver, Human Pilot, 3/1. Really, 3 power. Okay, for 1 in the red, pay 1, tap, target creature gains haste until end of turn. Okay, Subway Train, Venomized Cat. Okay, so it's a symbiote cat villain, for 2 in the black. Death Touch enters when it enters, mill 2 cards, 2/3. Okay, Bagel and Schmear. It's okay. So for 1 colorless artifact food, then you can pay a white and tap, sacrifice this artifact, put a 1/1 counter up to 1 target creature, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery, or you can nosh, pay 2, tap, sacrifice artifact, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Okay. For the uncommons, we have Secret Identity for 1 blue. You can choose Conceal until end of turn. Target creature you control becomes a citizen with base power, toughness 1/1 and gains hexproof. And then Reveal until end of turn. Target creature you control becomes a hero with base power, toughness 3/4 and gains flying and vigilance. I think that's a very useful card there for some combat tricks or protection. Prowler, Clawed Thief for 1 blue and a black. Legendary rogue villain, 2/3 with Menache, and when another villain you control enters, Prowler connives. Okay, and then for another uncommon, the Spots Portal. Right, so 2 and a black instant. So I think this might be also coming from the animated movie. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life, and unless you control a villain. Okay. Ooh, We have our first Mythic. I hope it's a good one. Looks like it's red. And it is Mystic Confluence. What is this? It's an instant 3 blue blue. Wow, and it has this nice special treatment, like full art. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Return target creature to its owner's hand or draw a card. Okay, it's power-wise, okay, maybe not so powerful, but very useful in many situations. But I think the mana cost here, or mana value here, is a little bit too high. If this was maybe 4 mana, I think this would have been awesome. But still, nice Mythic. First Mythic of the unboxing. Pretty good. And we have a second rare. This time it is the Interdimensional Web Watch. So 4 mana for that watch. Artifact. When this artifact enters, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Tap 2, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast spells from exile. Oh, okay. I think this might be pretty good in my Prosper deck. Yeah. This is I think this is an excellent card. Okay, so I'll put that over here. And we have a third rare. So this is a Mythic, 2 rares. Wow, fantastic. We have a Clone Saga. So it's a 4-cast Saga. First, lore counter, Surveil 3. Second is when you next cast a creature spell this turn, copy it, except it isn't legendary. Pretty cool. And choose a card name whenever a creature with a chosen name deals combat damage to a player this turn, draw a card. Hey, I think this is a pretty good saga, to be honest. Okay, no 4th rare here, but we have a City Pigeon in foil. So 1 white flying, when this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. Really, so if you kill the pigeon, it becomes food? I don't know. I don't think you'd be eating pigeons, to be honest. Alright, okay, and then we have a Suburban Sanctuary for the land and a token. Okay, so I think that was a very good pack. So it was a triple rare with 1 mythic rare in it, which is Mystic Confluence. Is that a reprint? To be honest, I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe it's an okay card. I wouldn't say it's spicy, but it's still a mythic nonetheless with a cool special treatment. Looks like a comic. Actually, if you take a look at it, right, in the background, you have like Hulk, Captain America, the Avengers there. Hawkeye, who are the Thor, Doc Ock, Iron Man's there, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, She-Hulk. Yeah, all sorts of guys are there. That's pretty cool. Okay, Unstable Experiment. Okay, Norman Osborn. So 2 to cast, target player draws a card, then up to 1 target creature control connives. Romantic Rendezvous. Okay, so it's that upside down kiss. 2 to cast, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. Professional Wrestler. 4 to cast, Human Warrior Performer. So Performer is a creature type now. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. This creature can be blocked by more than 1 creature. So there's like a Menace. We have Scorpion Sting. 2 to cast instant. Target creature gets -3/-3. Wild Pack Squad. Doc Ock Sinister Scientist. News Helicopter is a 3 to cast artifact. Construct. Flying 1/1. When this enters, create a 1/1 green-white human citizen creature token. And a Spider-Man No More. For the uncommons, Green Goblin Revenant. So it's 3 black and red goblin human villain with flying and death touch. Pretty good. When it attacks, discard a card and draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. Hey, that could actually be useful. Spider-Girl Legacy Hero. So this is an uncommon. And Selesnya. Yeah, Spider-Human Hero 2/2. During your turn, Spider-Girl has flying. When Spider-Girl leaves the battlefield, create a 1/1 green human white creature, human citizen creature token. And for the last uncommon, it's Wisecrack, 2 in red, instant. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. If that creature is attacking, Wisecrack deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. Okay. I kind of like that. Next, we have a Mythic. A second Mythic. Nice! And what do we get? It's a Cosmic Spider-Man. Ooh, I think this came up in sort of the later comics, 2000s. I just, you know, heard about it, but I really don't know what's going on. But apparently Spider-Man was able to get some cosmic powers. Is it because he became a herald? I don't know. Of Galactus. Anyway, so it's Wooburg, Spider-Human Hero 5/5, flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, other spiders you control gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, haste until end. Okay, so this is a spicy card, I think. Spicy card. So yeah, let me put that away here. And then we have a foil passenger ferry, a foil ominous asylum, and a treasure token. Okay, so two mythics here. So we are down to our last 2 packs. And again, we still have the what do you call this? The promo card and the Edge of Eternity's promo pack. Okay, so we have a Starling, Aerial Ally, Amazing Acrobatics, 1 blue, choose 1 to counter target spell or tap 1 or 2 target creatures, Spider-Gwen, Grow Extra Arms, Risky Research, Gallant Citizen. Okay, so 2 hybrid Selesnya. When this creature enters, draw a card. Okay, Vibrant Cityscape, Masked. Put the land over there. Masked Meower, 1 red Spider Cat Hero. Haste, discard a card, sacrifice this creature. Draw a card. Okay, for the uncommon, we have Silver Sable, Mercenary Leader. Okay, 3 to cast. Human Mercenary Hero, 2/3. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature. When Silver Sable attacks, target modified creature control gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay, we have Morbius, the Living Vampire, 2 blue and the black. Vampire Scientist Villain, 3/1. Flying Vigilance, lifelink. Cool. Then you can pay 1 in the black, exile this card from graveyard, look at top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest in one of your library in any order. Okay, and then we have a Flying Octobot, so it's a robot villain for 2, 1/1 flying. Whenever another villain control enters, put a 1/1 counter at this creature. Triggers only once each turn. And for the rare, we have a Superior Spider-Man, so 2 blue and the black. Legendary Spider-Human Hero. With Mind Swap, you may have Superior Spider-Man enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except its name is Superior Spider-Man, and he's a 4/4 Spider-Human Hero in addition to his other types. When you do, exile that card. Okay. So we'll put that over here. And then we have the foil Bagel and Schmear, University Campus, and a robot token and a food. So hot dogs now are basically magic cards. Okay, so 2 mythics and 4 rares so far from 6 packs. Now we're down to our last pack. Here we go. Hopefully you have some last pack magic. Web Up. Okay, this is enchantment, 3 to cast. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent until it grows. So this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Alright. Mysterious Phantasm, creature illusion villain, 2 to cast. Flying Vig, 1/3. When this creature attacks, mill a card. Angry Rabble, human citizen, 2/2, 1 in the red. Trample, whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, I think we saw this before. Craven's Cats. So 1 in the green, cat villain, pay 3. This creature gets 2/2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Swarm, being of bees, another legendary creature. I think we opened before. Spider Islanders, weird ones. Lurking Lizards. Okay, Daily Bugle Building. Heroes Hangout. So this is a red sorcery. Choose 1. Date Night. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose 1 of them until end of turn. Play your next turn. Until end of your next turn, you may play that card for Date Night. All right. And Patrol Night. 1 or 2 target creatures each get +1/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn. And then we have a Robotics Mastery. I wonder which villain this is. So it's 4 in the blue, Aura, Flash enchant creature. When this aura enters, create 2/1/1 colorless robot artifact creature tokens with flying. Enchant creature gets 2/2. And for the rare, we have a Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley. Okay, so this one I'm not familiar with, this Ben Riley. So a 1 and a Gruul, green, red, legendary creature, spider human hero, web slinging, pay red and green. You may cast a spell for red and green if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Trample, sensational save. If Scarlet Spider was cast using web slinging, he enters with X/1/1 counters where X is the mana value of that returned creature. Ooh, okay, I think that's a pretty interesting design. And then we have a second rare, and it looks like a full art maybe. It is Symbiote Spider-Man. Okay, so what is this? So 2 hybrid black blue, and what does it do? 2/4 Symbiote Spider Hero. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Find new host. Pay 2/1 blue hybrid. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains this card's other abilities. Activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. Okay. And then we have a foil damage control crew. For 4 human citizen, 3/3. When this creature enters, choose one. Return target card with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard to your hand, or you can impound, exile target artifact or enchantment. Nice. So I think we ended this with a pretty good pack. Yeah. So we get a foil plains and a treasure. So I think, yeah, we got 4. What is this? 2 mythics. But yeah. Okay. This goes over here. This one, okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll put that over here, given that it's a special looking rare, and then we have these mythics over there. Okay, so for the promo pack, or for the promo card, we have a Superior Spider-Man. Okay, so at least we got a nice looking rare. Not sure if this is any good, but hey, that's something. And for our bonus round, we have a promo pack of Edge of Eternity. So let's see what we get. Okay, let's just see if we can open this gingerly. Yes, we could. All right, let's take that out. Okay, so the promo card first. We have a Kavaran Healer, Robot Soldier for 1 red. 2/1. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 red colorless robot artifact creature token that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice the token at the end of combat. Okay. So for the rare from Edge of Eternities, we get a Sledge class siege ship. Right. So this is a 3 to cast spacecraft, 2 in a green with station. 7. Flying, whenever this spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. I don't know, is this a good card? Let me know. And, we have a mythic from, what's DFT? Oh gosh, is that dominant? I don't know. And for that mythic, we get a Mu Yanling Wind Rider. Oh, this is from Aether Drift, which honestly I had no interest in looking at. But hey, it's a mythic, okay? So 2 blue, legendary human wizard pilot. 2/4. When this creature enters, create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with crew 1. Vehicles you control have flying. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage player, draw a card. So that's a 3rd mythic for this unboxing, and I'll put that over there. This one over here, and this one over here. Okay, so let me know if you think this was of any value. I'm quite interested to see Mystic Confluence. I feel like this is a reprint, but this treatment, this borderless treatment looks cool. And yeah, the Symbiote Spider-Man, I don't know what the value is on that, but yeah, probably what, I don't know, $3-4. Doesn't seem to be extra spicy. But on the rares, let me know if there's anything there, and maybe the uncommons too, right? There could be something there that's interesting. All right, so thanks for joining me on this one. I do have one more pre-release pack to open. with an extra play booster and a Edge of Eternity's foil promo pack as well. So I'll catch you on that one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.